Hello, my friends. Today is my last day out and about in the world as a autonomous human being for quite some time. So I wanted to celebrate that fact by making a quick video. After my last update, there was much deliberation among the doctors to determine what the best way to proceed would be. So, about 6 weeks ago, I went and had an infusion of a drug called bendamustine, which is a relatively well-tolerated chemotherapy. And after that first dose and second dose the next day, I actually felt really good. So I celebrated that fact by doing a little project I'd been meaning to do for a while, which is go to these old, kind of decrepit spaces on the family farm and make some music there. So I brought my guitar and my violin and I played some kind of fiddle music, and that was really cool. I think the bendamustine might have affected my mood, because after that I just had this period where I felt really negative about most everything all the time. Didn't feel like making music, certainly didn't feel like being inside on the computer, and I found it really difficult to interact or to send messages, and I felt kind of bad. A lot of people reached out on my birthday, which is really nice, but I just really struggled to respond, and I hope that's okay. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you. I've just somehow, like social media especially, like emails aren't, I was a little better with emails, but then I just couldn't look at Facebook for more than like 10 seconds without just feeling horribly depressed. So I just stayed away from Facebook. I don't know. I've never really spent much time there anyway, but something about it, I just really dislike it. I can't do it. But I really do appreciate the support and love people give me there. So I'm sorry for not responding more. Anyway, so I spent all my time outside because that was the one thing that I wasn't feeling really negative about. This weird agitation, and I don't know. I have all these outdoor projects, sort of with forestry and some landscaping stuff, which I will share maybe at some point in more detail, that I felt just completely at peace and so happy doing. And I'm glad I took this time to do that, because a week ago I had another scan which came up negative, which means I was in remission again. And so suddenly the stem cell transplant was back on, and tomorrow I will be going in for that. I will be admitted to the hospital for 3 weeks, and it's pretty crazy to think about that. Tomorrow will be the first day of this much more intense chemotherapy, which will result in hair loss and feeling more sick probably than I have in the past, but in general I've always tolerated chemo well, thankfully, so that's good. The more scary aspect is the stem cells, someone else's cells, which is really cool. Someone out there was just on this list, and they found them on this database of tens of thousands of people as a match for me, and then they went in last week and gave their cells, and now they're being stored, and I will have them next week after having this chemo. But because it's someone else's immune system essentially going into me, there's a lot of risk. Like, I really appreciate the honesty of the doctor who told me in a very sort of serious way, like, there's about a 10% chance I could die from this procedure. And about a 70% chance that I'll be affected by this graft versus host thing to some extent. And it could be very serious, could be not so bad, hopefully. So I won't really go into the details of what it could be here. Just letting you know that it could be serious, and I will share what actually does happen to me as best I can. And when I'm feeling kind of tired and down, it's really hard for me to do this, but I'm going to do my best to do it. Yeah, I'm extremely grateful for all of the support I've had. I've had incredible support from so many people, and I've mostly done a pretty bad job of expressing my gratitude. I'm really, really thankful for everything you've done. So, don't despair if I'm out of touch for a little while. I will be back when I can. Stay safe, everyone.